2 Series is the smallest car that BMW makes, and if you do put the B58 motor, well, the recipe sounds like a lot of success. Welcome everybody then to the 2025 BMW M240i. Well, they've given a slight update. It's the LCI version, so there are some minor design elements that have been evolved over time, some mechanical, some on the inside. Let's see how this cool little fun coupe is. When you come to the design of the M240i, I actually like it a lot. The M2 has a lot of cuts and creases. It has huge vents. This is much more controlled. And since this is the M Sport version, you do have some aggressive elements. So you do have huge ducts on the side of the bumpers. You have a huge opening for the radiator. You have these active grills as well, which are currently closed because the engine is turned off. You do have the blacked out grill, which again I think contrasts really well with this paint. Speaking of the paint, it's a paid option, but I think it looks really good. What's new for the LCI, which is also a part of the LCI of the M2, is this bulge on the bonnet. So it's very much similar. It kind of shows what a huge engine this has, because the 2 Series does have a smaller B48 version, which is I think called the 230i. So you have the 230i, the M240i, and then you have the big daddy M2. Overall, I'd say that it's a very smart looking car. And can I say one thing? The only thing I don't like about the design element, and being a BMW lover, is that little M emblem on the bottom of the grille near the radiator. I think that's a bit of an overkill. It's part of a package that this car has, but if I were to spec this car, that's the first thing I'm taking out of the look. But otherwise, I think it's a very smart looking, handsome looking coupe that you can see on the road, and it really stands out on the road. When you come to the side of the M240i is when you truly realize how actually compact and how small it is. So it is a 2-door. You can get the regular 4-door Grand Coupe with the 230i, but the M240i is only available in the 2-door configuration. I think it looks really good. The coupe silhouette looks really good, and it's got frameless doors, which is a win in any situation. What can I say? It does have some bulges on the arches as well. Not quite M2 level, but definitely much more aggressive than a regular 230i. It looks very stylish, very 3-box design, and I really like the way this coupe looks from the front and the side. What also complements the look are these wheels. These are new 19-inch wheels, which are new to the LCI. It's part of the M Sport Pro package, so you do have the bigger brakes, which you have the red calipers. As I said, I can just sing praises on and on for the design. When you come to the rear of the M240i, after adoring the coupe silhouette and the side profile, I think it's a very simplistic rear, but I think it really works. If you look at the M2, it's got lots of bulges and vents, and the arches on the rear are even wider. This is just perfect, and it makes navigating in city very easy because of the compact dimensions. When you come to the rear, you do have a blacked out lip spoiler, badging M240i, sort of like a diffuser on the bottom. You do have single pipes on each side. If it had quad pipes, it would have looked much better, but I do get it. They have to reserve the quad pipes for the real M car. You do have badging for the X-Drive, nice little sleek tail lights as well. Overall, I think it's a very smart looking rear. A bit simplistic to the front, but that's no bad thing. You can get access to the boot. It's not powered, so you manually have to open it. The boot itself can easily take a weekend luggage or an airport run for your family, and overall I would say that it's the perfect blend of style and practicality that this M240i can do on a day-to-day basis. I'm now on the inside of the M240i. As you can see, this is the smallest car they make, and it really shows on the inside. The front 2 seat space is perfect. 2 people can sit in utmost comfort. The rear is extremely tight. I don't think I can fit behind my driving position. I don't think my legs will actually fit, but I think for smaller kids, it's fine. So if you do have kids below a certain height, I think it's manageable, and you can actually put child seats in the back as well, which is a very practical option. Up front, very much traditional BMW interior with all the modern BMWs on the market. So you do have the new screen with iDrive 8.5. You do have the 3-spoke steering with the machine built aluminum on the bottom, which is part of the M Sport package. This car is spec'd with the 4 carbon fiber all around the dash, and especially with the sun hitting it, it does look really good. The traditional controls for the gear selector, the drive modes, and the rotary knob, just in case you don't want to touch this screen, and you can control it from here. You do have a wireless charger, 2 cup holders, a center armrest as well. Very traditional BMW. You do have a small sunroof as well, not a panoramic glass, but it's fine. You do have frameless doors, which I think look really good, and overall the driving position is very much BMW, very much sporty, and very much coupe like. So you're sitting a bit low, but you do have a very clear view of the hood as well. Overall, I would say it's a very pleasant place to be, and very justified of the price point that this car is sold at. Again, can't really fault it from the inside. I'm now behind the wheel of the M240i, so let's get the numbers out of the way. This has the famous 3-liter single turbo twin scroll turbo inline 6 engine, produces 387 odd horsepower. This has xDrive and it is mated to the ever famous ZF 8-speed. So let's see how this launches. I have to go through a whole procedure by putting it into Sport Plus, put the traction in DSC traction, put it in S1, left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle. Oh, and this thing just hooks, and this thing will do 0 to 100 in a claimed 4.1 seconds. That's just insane. And let me tell you one thing, many journalists have done a check on the 0 to 100 on various softwares and hardwares like Draghi and VBox, and this has actually done a sub 4 second 0 to 100 on multiple occasions. We have ideal conditions, we are on summer tires. This does have Michelin Pilot Sport from the factory as a part of that M Track Pro enhanced package, and what can I say, it hooks, and it will hook 10 out of 10 times. And you know what, it will even hook in winter conditions. That's how good the xDrive is. It's a fabulous package, and it's a very compact car as well, so that does show this is one of the smallest cars BMW make, but they've put in one of the best engines they make. Around corners, the chassis is so playful. You can have a lot of fun mid-corner entry. The brakes are really good. This does have the upgraded brake package. The steering input is so fabulous. The chassis is very, very playful. It's actually crazy. Oh, and it's xDrive. It's xDrive. So the rear will want to step out. Since I do have the dynamic traction, the rear slid just enough to make me look like a hero, and then it just pulled it back straight again. Just the right amount of slip and fun you want to have. You do have paddles as well, which you can have fun with. And overall, I've just been smiling the whole week I've been driving this car, and for various reasons. It's fast, so that's good. It handles really well, so that's another reason I'm smiling. And the third reason why I've been smiling is the fuel economy this B58 delivered. So on the highway, if you drive it sanely in Eco Pro or Comfort, you can easily get 6-7 liters per 100, and in the city I've been getting about 11.5, but I have been driving it only in Sport Plus because Sport Plus opens up the exhaust valves. There are a bit more pops and crackles, so which I really enjoy. So I've been driving in Sport Plus, but I've been getting about 11.5 to 12 in the city, but I know that I can definitely keep it under 11 if I drive it sanely. But yeah, it's such a beautiful package, and I just don't know, day in, day out, how does BMW floor it? Oh, how does BMW get it so right each time they make a car? The M240i is such a beautiful package. Now, I've never driven the M2, but that's gonna change. But still, having never driven the M2, this can be the benchmark of the 2 Series chassis. It drives so well, the brakes are good, everything, the driving dynamics is such, it's a work of art. And what can I say, kudos to BMW for nailing it each time and making the M240i such a formidable package. In conclusion then, the 2025 BMW M240i. Having lived with this car over a week, I've done a lot of things. I've taken it to work, so daily commute in traffic. I've done my errands. I've driven it on just regular drives on the 401, and I've just tested it out on some twisty back roads as well. And I can say this can be your ideal one-car solution. Now, coming to the price, and I have to pull out my phone because there's lots of information to cover. So the base M240i is 60,900, which I think is great value, but this car is quite highly spec'd. So this does have the premium enhanced package, which is 5,400. So that has stuff like the Harman Kardon, the adaptive LED lights, and lots more elements here and there. You do have the M Sport Pro package, which includes these beautiful wheels, the red calipers, which I think enhance the appeal a lot. So if I were to buy an M240i, I might just opt for that option. This also has the M Enhanced track package, which then brings in a lot of stuff. So that has the adaptive M suspension. You do have the bigger front rotors as well. You do have some dedicated engine oil coolers as well, and some wider extensions. All this also colored matches, which I think also really looks good. But all this comes at a price which makes it 76,240. That's a lot of money, I would say. The base price, I think, is extremely value for money, but 76,000 for an M240i, you know what? I'll still say it. I think it still is very much value for money because this is literally fully loaded. I don't think you can actually add anything more to it, and for 76K, this will do everything, and you can drive this car every single day of the year, be it rain, be it sun, or even snow. That's how good it is, and I have to say it's one of the best cars that BMW has put in their legendary B58 motor in it.